I'm going to try to help some of you guys through this Photoshop assignment where you are working with layers and transformations. Um, I was a little bit picky on making sure these fit the right line and were tilted the right way, and I hate to just leave you like that, so I'm going to see what I can do to help you. So let me go to the assignment. This is the one right here that we were asked to work from. I just took that right off of the web page. This is the download. This was the zip, and this of course is after you unzip it. So let me pull that one up also. And just because I'd like to see these side by side, I'm going to go up here to right here. I don't know how many, if that's the same on yours or not, and I'm going to ask it to float all the windows. And when I do that, I can pull these up side by side, and it helps me see things a little bit better. Now this is about layers. I'm in this one right here, and you can see the layers. And right off, if you're paying attention, you're supposed to be writing Photoshop with these letters. And clearly there is no reason in the world for us to use this C. So I'm going to get rid of that just by clicking over here in the layer C. And right here I'm going to get rid of the A also, because we don't need A, C, do we? All we need is the P, H, O, and the ST. So, and of course we have to replace that, but that works okay. Now this assignment depends on your being in the correct layer when you want to do something. Here I am, I'm in the P layer right there. Now I can go over here and I can move that P. It's going to be right about here. And I'm going to keep this up because I want to kind of see what that spacing is going to look like. And I'm paying attention to what we do in drawing. I'm looking at that negative space a little bit there. And having it there, then I'm going to go, and this is where you start doing your transformations, going to edit and do a free transformation. Then I get this little rectangle around the P with the handles on it. Now, I can just start squeezing from any direction and I can diminish it, but the directions said that it has to be done in such a way as we preserve the proportions. So that means I have to hold down the Shift key before I do this. Now once I do that, Shift down, now it's going to do every side or every direction simultaneously. So I don't worry about it getting too tall or too fat or any of that, okay? That looks pretty close, doesn't it? It looks like we got the top of the P on the blue line and the bottom of the P, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to click on it to preserve that transformation. And then now when I do that, it makes me feel like I need to maybe, I guess that fits okay. Alright, now I'm going to copy this because I need two P's and I've only got one up here. So I'm going to stay in this, go up to select all. Now it looks like I've got the S and the T and the O and the H, but I don't. I just have this one because I'm in that particular layer. I'm going to go, I can either go to edit and do a copy, but you'll see over here my keyboard is that command key and the C. Now if this is a Windows machine for you, that'll be, I believe, a control C. You copy it, and then I'm going to paste it just by hitting my keyboard command V. See, it came up right there. Or I could have gone to edit again and done the edit and gone down to the paste, and it would have done the same thing. It was just easier to do the keyboard. Okay, let's look at the H. Here we go. Whoop, I'm still in the wrong one, aren't I? I need to pay attention. Let's go over here, hit the H. Oh, this was that layer 1. It automatically puts that new layer when you paste something. It automatically puts that up. So let me relabel that so I won't get confused later. Alright, and I'm going to put P and then a space and a number 2. So that'll tell me this is P number 2. Now I'm going to go in the H because I'm going to have to pull that over some. And obviously I'm going to have to change the orientation on that, but I can do it the same way. I go to Edit, Free Transform, and now when I pull my handles and I come around to the corner diagonal handles, I'm going to first of all rotate it. You see how it changes to those two arrows, point on each end? Okay, so I'm going to drag it a little, and looking at the bottom of the H's, I'm going to see if I can get them about the same from the blue line. That looks about right. Double click on it to lock in that transformation. It doesn't want to do that yet. Okay, now it will maybe. Had to get away from the center. Now I need to change the scale a little, and you remember what we did about that. Go back again to Edit, Free Transform. Now I can hit the Command T key if I want to, and I'm going to do that, but I just want you to be used to knowing where to go. The Command T, I have those handles, holding down the shift so the proportions will be constrained. And all I have to do is kind of pull those down like that. It looks pretty darn close for me. How about you? Now I'm going to get there because it looks like the top is just above the line. That looks about right. Now, looking at where the H is with respect to the T, easiest thing for me to do is to look at this negative space shape, and it looks like it's a little bit closer here. So I'm going to, because I'm in that H place, I'm going to just move it over a little bit. I can use my keyboard arrows too, and that gives me a little bit better adjustment. That looks about right to me. Think that looks okay? All right, now I need another H here, so while I'm there, I'm going to copy this one and paste it just like we did the P. I'm going to select it, go to Select All, or I could do my Command A, and you should see that marquee come up and around. And then I'm going to do a Command C, which would be to copy it, and the Command V. Now I should get, yep, and I did. I got another layer here, and lo and behold, here's my other H, and I'm just going to push him over there for right now. I'll go to this layer and I'll rename that. Okay, I'm going to make this H2, so I'll know which H that is. And then I'm kind of on my way. I think I have most of the letters I need. Oh no, I need 3 O's, don't I? So let me go to the O layer here. Now this is a little different, although I think the orientation is fine. If you'll notice, this doesn't seem to be equidistant, the left or the right side. It seems to have a slightly off-center slant to that center break or zero in the center. Anyway, I'm going to go to this one. I think all I have to do is probably make it smaller, so I'm going to go to, I can do my keyboard Command T, or go up there to Edit. See, I've got my, hold down the Shift key so that the proportions will be constrained, and then basically just kind of drag it in. Now I'm looking at the bottom space from here to here with respect to from the line to there to give me an idea of how much farther to drag it. Is that about right? Pretty darn close, isn't it? Let me just kind of push it down. Looks like it needs to be a little bit smaller. Holding down my Shift key again to keep the proportions constrained. That may be a little much. Okay. Move that down just to see. It looks about right to me. What do you think? Double click, selected it. Alright, now it looks like it's a little bit closer than what I have it here, so while I'm in that layer I'm just going to move it over about like that. Okay, now I'm going to do a copy and paste because I need 2 more of those, so I'm going to, now that I've got them the right size and the right positions, I'm just going to go ahead and copy those and log them in somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to do a select, Command A, we'll select it, see that marquee, and then I'm going to do a copy, Command C, and then a paste, Command V. Here's my layer right here. I'm going to call that O2. Okay, and while I'm there, I think I can copy paste another one, Command V. Let me move this and see. Yep, there was my other one. It was already selected, so all I had to do was paste it. Pardon me just a minute. Sorry, got something in my throat. Anyway, got my O's and my H's. Let me go to the T, and I might have to change those. Looks like that's a little bit short. I might have to move that a little taller. But let me show you how to get your T set up. Go to your T layer right there. Bring it over. Just like we did the H, you're going to have to select it. No, you're going to have to free transform this, aren't you? Sorry. So that would be a Command T for transform, and then hold it till we get it kind of around a little bit. I'll let you play with that and get it where you want to. See if the size is right and go on from there. But I know I was being picky about the way I wanted you all to do this, but this is pretty important to learn how to put this together. So anyway, hope this helps some. Hope that you all will not hate me too much for being so picky on that, but this is one of those kind of important things to learn how to do. Once you get it, as you can see, it's pretty easy. Thanks, and I'll look forward to seeing your results.